You know that there are three types of heat transfer. In this video, we're going to practice with looking at situations and identifying what type of transfer is occurring, and we'll also see multiple types in some of the latter examples. So our three methods are conduction, convection, and radiation. And I'm sure you remember right now that conduction is transfer by contact. Convection is transfer of heat by the movement of material, here water. And over here we have a transfer from EM waves, electromagnetic waves. These waves have energy that these hands are not touching, so the waves are doing the heat transfer. Now let's look at some examples. I want to talk about the method of heat transfer occurring right where the arrows are pointing in each situation. Sometimes there's more than one going on. So right where the arrow is pointing is what I want. So here we see in A, we see an ice cube melting, because what? Is in contact with a hand? In contact. Heat transfer by contact. That's conduction, correct? Sure. Over here, I'm looking just inside of here. Do we see currents of hot and warm, hot air and cold water going around in like a circle here? I hope you realize that's the heating by the movement of material, and that's called convection. Now I want to see right here, the sun's rays are coming down here and hitting right here in the back of this lizard. I want to know what kind of heat transfer is occurring right there. And I hope you'll agree that that is radiation, because the EM waves here from the sun, light basically, are causing this lizard to warm up. That's radiation from the EM wave. Down here, isn't this also an EM wave? He's not touching, is he? No, that's an infrared wave. This is light, this is infrared. But still a wave going from there to there. An EM wave is causing these hands to warm up, and that's radiation. Here we have another classic example of movement of material around, don't we? The air is moving, so that's convection. Now here it's a little complex, a little confusing. I'll just say, what's warming him up? It's causing his body to warm. What's doing it? Well, it's contact with a very hot air in a sign, isn't it? Again, we have contact. That's conduction. Okay. Now, in some situations, we can have more than one method of heat transfer going on. Let's look at this one here. We start with our flame down here and in contact with the metal at the bottom, don't we? Flame heats the metal at the bottom. And that's going to be conduction, isn't it? We have contact, we have conduction. What's next? The next thing is that the very hot metal at the bottom heats the bottom water. There's water just near, right on top of that metal bottom, isn't it? And it's going to heat that water. Now that's by contact, isn't it? We're talking about water in contact with the metal. Again, we have contact, we have conduction. The last one has to do with these currents, doesn't it? What happens here is the hot water rises like this, it cools and falls again. And by so doing, it heats up all the water. And that's the movement of material, isn't it? Movement of material and therefore convection. So you'll see multiple methods of transfer of heat here in one single example of heating something up. Three of them, two contacts and one convection. We'll go with one more multiple example here. See, this guy's standing on a beach. He's getting some sun. Somebody's showering him with some water here to cool him off. And then the wind here, guys, is blowing above him. It's not really blowing on him. It's blowing above. So let's see what's going on here. Here, isn't that EM waves heating up the body? Sure, that is radiation, isn't it? B down here, the water isn't in contact with the body? Sure, that's conduction. Now up here, I didn't have the air blowing on him. It's blowing over him, so it's not really hitting him. But isn't there warm air around him? He heats up the air around him, doesn't he? By the way, by conduction. So what's happening here is that this wind is blowing that hot air away, moving the hot air, and that's going to be convection, isn't it? Because the material is moving, that's the hot air. Okay? So that's it. There are three methods of transfer, and you need to be able to identify what's happening when, and sometimes multiple methods are occurring. Bye.